Hello everyone, welcome to Gent Watches, and today I'm doing a very different video. I do a lot of reactions to TV shows and anime, a lot of anime. And on this channel, I haven't done this sort of video before, but I'm going to just try it out today because I will be upfront with the fact that I don't normally look at openings and stuff before I watch a show. I generally actually try to avoid it. I'm pretty good at staying blind about most things, most TV shows, and trying to make sure that I go in with that fresh blind experience. But today I'm going to be doing the One Piece openings, and the reason that I'm sort of okay with doing it for One Piece, at least to start with, is because One Piece is a show that I do plan to watch someday, but there's so much One Piece. Obviously, I'm telling you guys already know there's over 1,000 episodes of One Piece, and so it will be a large undertaking whenever I take it on. I can't imagine that I'm gonna remember most of this stuff that's happening here anyway whenever I do manage to take it on, and I imagine when I do decide to sit down and watch it, it will be probably in a while from now. I don't know that for sure. It could be tomorrow, but what I'm planning in my head is it probably won't be for years. So I might as well take in a little bit of the One Piece experience. So this video, it's a unique video. It's probably going to be a longer one because there's 24 openings of One Piece to go through. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit. Please make sure to, if you enjoy this, like the video, let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel. All those things will really help the channel grow, so I would really appreciate if you do that. Little background on my One Piece knowledge. As a kid, I watched a tiny bit of One Piece, as in I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and decided that I didn't like it and filed it away forever in my mind as I don't like One Piece. Then when I got into anime a little more, like, 5 years ago or something, and I started to get like really into a lot of anime, I started to realize that maybe I was a bit quick on my judgment of One Piece because I was a kid, and as a kid I made quick decisions, and I made it based on things that I didn't like. Here's what I didn't like. I didn't like when I was a kid, like elastic type powers, a character that can like stretch his arms and stuff. I didn't like that. Now I like Ms. Marvel, like the comic book version where she stretches her body and stuff. So I do actually like that kind of now. The only frame of reference I had when I was a kid was Mr. Fantastic, and I knew I didn't like him, so I must not like all stretchy characters. But I know Luffy in this show has some form of stretchy powers, from what I assume. I know some of the character designs just from pure exposure, and I know like a couple character names. I know there's Zoro, I know Nami, is that the name of the orange haired girl? And I mean, that's on the top of my head, that's all I can think of. So yeah, what I know is basically what I got from media exposure, but it's not from watching episodes. So I don't know if One Piece OPs are good. I don't know. I haven't watched them. So let's get into this video. I probably won't do this entire video in one sitting. I'll probably do some OPs and then, live my life and come back and do other OPs. So if I change clothes, change lighting, all that sort of stuff, just understand that the video changed, and it's for good reason. This is going to be an hour-long undertaking of watching these OPs, and then that's not including me talking, which clearly takes a long time. So let's just get into the first OP. I've got the names of them here. So the first one is called We Are. Now, if there's anyone that I'm probably going to recognize, maybe it would be the first one, I would assume. Like, that sounds like that would be like an iconic one. But anyway, let's get into the first OP. Here we go. Oh, this talking. I don't want to learn the story. And the classic, yeah, the transition into the... Wow, this is so like 90s. I like the horns. Oh yeah, the horns are awesome. Damn! Wow. This gives me mild nostalgia without even knowing this. Oh my god, giant zebra! the way the boat moves like an old Disney cartoon. That's fun. Pretty cool. Wow, it's weird them having sound effects in the OP. That's like the, you know, the finales of JoJo where they would add sound effects. I do know this song. I guess I've just heard it when people refer to One Piece. Yeah, that chorus is pretty iconic. Okay, all right, okay. I think it's funny that like that ending shot where it's just like a black screen just with this logo, this kind of weird looking, like not entire. I mean, you can see it here, like that logo. It looks terrible on that screen, but I think that's like so classic. It's like something you know can put together in MS Paint almost. Okay, all right, there. That felt like an iconic opening. That felt like a fresh first opening. I am interested now to see the progression of animation. I wasn't even thinking about this, but this show has been on for like 20 years, so like there's going to be a progression of animation as it goes on. So I'm curious to see, like, to compare, like, you know, OP20 to OP1, you know. So anyway, the next one is called Believe, which you know, sounds like a Haikyuu opening, but let's get into Believe. The pan across the water. Yep. That's alright, I don't need subtitles. It's fine. Look at all these characters, oh my god. Okay. Feels like a trailer more than an OP. Wow, and like a old sort of I don't even know how to describe it. Oh my god. Oh my god, did that ship just climb up the waterfall? Is this Zoro? I know the name Zoro. Are they reusing animation from the last OP? Is that what the background bit is? Did it just say Groove Surfers was the people who did this song? Sounds like a group called Groove Surfers. The split screen is an odd choice. Okay. That was a weird one. That one felt very, like... That one felt like 90s, but not iconic 90s. Does that make sense? Like the ones that didn't stick around. Because, you know, the 90s... I'm saying 90s. I can't remember when One Piece started. I'm assuming it was the 90s. But there were a lot of... It could have been early 2000s as well. But there was a lot of... you know, a lot of songs that we remember from there that were like super iconic. You know, you think of like the Pokemon theme song, or I assume the Pokemon English OP, because I assume Gotta Catch 'Em All wasn't in the Japanese one. I don't actually know what the original OP for the Pokemon Japanese version was. But of course, with people, a lot of people say like, oh, old music was way better. All this old music is so good, and that's like survivor bias. Is that what it's called? Where it's like, yeah, the music you're hearing now from that time was better because you're literally hearing all the stuff that survived, all the best stuff from that time. So like OP1 was like, you know, a pretty solid and catchy opening. OP2, I don't know. It was just like, I won't remember it at the end of this video. And I wasn't a big fan of the decisions of the animation, like the split screen stuff. And I do think they reused animation from OP1. I wonder how many episodes did these OPs... I mean, you can let me know. How many episodes did these OPs last? Because there's only 24 OPs. And that's for 1,000 episodes. So... Because, like, a regular show would have an OP every 13 or 25 episodes, normally. But if you had it for every 25 episodes, that would be 4 OPs per 100 episodes. So 4 times 10, 40. That would be 40 OPs. So this has half the amount of OPs that I would expect. So I guess that's one every, you know, 50 episodes or so. Is my math correct there? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it's about correct. Yeah, one every 50 episodes or so. So is that the case? Because if you wait 50 episodes and then you have a thing that uses reused animation from OP1, feels a little weird. Anyway, that was the second OP. Let's move on to the third one, which is called Hikari E. That also reminds me of Haikyuu with Hikari Are. I like the run cycles. I like a good run cycle. Pretty intense narrator. Wow, the animation's already better, it looks like. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. Oh, look at the motion on this one. Alright, so far this is my favorite one. Wow, I mean, they're doing a full, like, panning shot here. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like this music. Oh, yeah. This is catchy. And it matches the feeling I imagine One Piece would have, you know? That was great. Ah, and a better end card as well. Yep, yeah, I love that. That one was great. Hikari, yeah, awesome. Great job. That one, super upbeat and fun. And I liked the guy's voice in it as well. It felt like I don't know, like a modern beach song. And the visuals were great as well. The visuals not only looked better just in terms of like colors, and they didn't have the ugly version of the logo, but also the like the movement, the way it was like panning, because they did the panning between the characters in the first two OPs as well. But in that one, it felt like really natural and cool, and it didn't feel jarring at all. Like that's the sort of OP that would make me want to watch the show. I really enjoyed that one. Wow, great. OP3 is great. Wow, okay. I've already got some favorites of mine. I'm not gonna remember which ones were my favorites. But maybe I should write it down on a piece of paper just so that I know for the end of the video which OPs were my favorite. So I'm gonna write right now OP3, and then I'll put a big tick next to it. Okay, let's go on to the next one, which is called opening 4, Bon Voyage. That's very fitting. Whoa, weird sound to start with, but all right. Oh, okay. Little bit of fan service. Is this a beach arc? Like an entire like 50 episodes dedicated to the beach? I mean, they're pirates. They're always near the beach, aren't they? Ooh. Like a cool dance, not country, island dance vibe. Okay, another cool walk cycle. All the characters walk super unnaturally with their arms out like that. That's another thing I didn't like about One Piece when I watched it. I didn't like the body proportions, and I didn't like how they moved. I'm sure I'd get over that watching it now, though. Nice. This is a sort of song I'd want to hear live. Well, I'm not worried about these OPs right now giving away spoilers, because I can't tell what's going on. It's just showing me characters. Nice. Oh, back to the awful logo. That one was pretty good. I like the sound of that one. It feels like that one knows what One Piece is. It feels like that would be a good OP for a pretty chill, I want to say chill arc, but the thing is, I don't know how long arcs last in One Piece. Do they last like a whole 50 episodes? And do the OPs correspond with the arcs? Like purely with the arcs? Where it's like, oh, so as soon as this arc is over, we'll switch to a new OP to show that we're on a new arc. So if so, there would be 24 arcs in the show because there's 24 OPs. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. But it sounds like that would be the song for a slice of lifey arc, you know. But then again, the visuals actually kind of, I noticed there was one with like a child who looked like maybe poor. Like I just saw that they were like, you know, they were barefoot with ragged clothing, like lying in a bed or something. It was only a very quick glimpse, but it just made me think that maybe that arc is maybe more serious, even though they put a more happy OP on it. But I don't know. I'm taking complete guesses, knowing nothing about the show. So yeah, decent little song. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Let's get on to the next one, which is OP5 Kokodo no Chizu. From my scuffed Duolingo Japanese, Heart's Wind, the Heart of the Wind, maybe, is what the English translation would be. I wonder why they wouldn't translate it. Well, I guess all these other ones are probably titled that in English. It's not called, you know, Believe isn't called whatever the Japanese word for believe is. It's probably actually just called Believe in English. So Kokodo no Chizu, I'm guessing that's Heart of the Wind, because Kokodo is heart, Chizu is wind, and no is possessive. So let's get into opening 5. Here we go. Money or straw. Okay. Pretty distinct. Whoa, that's cool. I like that. Oh, that's actually pretty impressive. I mean, that's 3D, I assume. But pretty impressive looking with the floating and the moving of it. Wow, it looks like they just learned how 3D animation works, because they're using it a lot now. Look at this. And this looks nicer as well. How many years into the show is this? Because this is actually quite nice looking. Okay, camping out. And you can see all their personality just by the way they sleep. That's cool. Oh, okay, we're getting some fights in the OP now. Like some real... I mean, we were seeing fights before, but they didn't seem like, oh, these are the fights that are going to be in this arc kind of thing, you know? Okay, yeah, we're seeing a lot of unique looking characters here. There was a building exploding there? Cool, cool, and they didn't put the horrible logo. Nice. Enjoyable. That was an enjoyable one. That was, what was that? The Heart of the Wind or whatever. Yeah, I liked that one. And I mean, now we're seeing it, the OPs become more the shonen OPs that I know, of, you know, showing the main battles of this arc. You know, there was that ice guy or whatever who was freezing the thing, and there was some other characters. I couldn't quite tell what they were doing a lot of the time. And it was very, very fast paced, and it's hard to take in all of these visuals at once. But I will say, visuals looks better generally for this OP overall. I like the ship, the 3D ship. Seems like a good idea. I don't know if they stick with the 3D ship as the show goes on, or even if it's just for the OP. But the 3D ship seems nice, because I imagine it's kind of annoying to constantly, you know, animate this ship. And having it as 3D seems like that would be a very easy way to like have it naturally sort of bob and move constantly and look pretty nice, and be able to pan around it like they were doing. But I can also imagine people be like, I hate the 3D ship, I wish they went back to 2D animation, and then they get rid of it. So I don't know, but it also would make sense if that was only a thing for the OP, because I imagine in the show maybe there's just a lot of close-ups of them on the ship, so it doesn't really matter. They don't need to do those wide shots of the ship. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into let's get into opening 6, Brand New World. Very nice. I've heard 1,000 songs with that title, so who knows what it's gonna be like. What? Ooh. I didn't expect them in that costume, but I also didn't expect this kind of song. Okay, sticking with the 3D ship. I like it. Wait, was that Nami? Is that her name? Because she looked quite different. Gone through a redesign. Oh, seen some villains. Oh, that's a cool design. That shirtless guy. Oh, and that guy as well. There's some cool designs in here. I don't generally love One Piece designs, but some of them really stand out. I mean, all of them really stand out. Oh, man. This looks like a cool arc. whatever it is, being chased by a group of evil pirates. Evil pirates. I don't know who's good or bad. Oh my god! Whoa! Okay, seeing some special moves now. Whoa! Annie's lobby. Who? Oh. And better end card. Awesome. Enjoyable. That one was good. I liked that. Yeah, nice upbeat tempo to the song. Now it feels like we're getting into modern anime now. I mean, what opening was that? That was opening 6? I wonder, opening 6. So let's assume that they would have one every 50 episodes. So that would be 300 episodes into the show. I mean, that's plenty of time to establish a style, I think. But yeah, 300 episodes in, I mean, if you were to have, even if you were to go all year, then that would be, I mean, it would be about 50 episodes a year if you were to go all year. So I guess it's just the OPs are the amount of years. So 6 years into the show. So yeah, we'd be getting, you know, closer to modern times, and this sounds about, I mean, seems like if it is how many years, if the number of OP corresponds with the years that it's been going on approximately, then I feel like this would actually look very good for that time, wouldn't it? Like that OP seems like that would visually quite stand out compared to other shows around that time, because I can't think of many other shows around, like, what would this be, early 2000s maybe, or mid 2000s, that would have that sort of visual style and like look kind of that good. So yeah, wow, this is impressive. I'm curious to see like the modern day ones now, like the ones that are coming out now. Do they have like really nice animation for the ones that are coming out now? Who knows? Let's well, I will know by the end of this video. Let's get into OP7, which is titled We Are. Oh, again? Are they bringing the song back? Okay, all right, I'm here for it. Let's try We Are again. Oh, so did they just, have they remade it? I'm curious about this. Did they remake the first OP? Okay. It looks better. I guess they must have remade it, huh? So what was this for? Did they do this for an entire arc? Or is this just like a one-off? Or did they just make this and post it on YouTube or something? Seems weird to have an OP with the bars on the side. Like clearly they put the bars on the side because it was before it was widescreen. But seems weird if you had an OP that had that for a long time. Damn, it looks much better. Wow, it actually sort of shows how nice the animation was in the original one, them doing this, because you kind of couldn't see it in the original one. It was so blurry. Why does that guy also have a straw hat? What does a straw hat mean? You can't just have Luffy's thing. That's his thing. And they still have the awful... I mean, not much to say about that one. That one, I'm looking down at my arm because one of my dogs just scratched. I think you can see there's scratches on the arm. One of my dogs just scratched me really hard. Yeah, I not much to say about that one, but wow, looked very nice for, I mean, like, seeing the first one and that one in such close proximity to each other, I would think that the first time some people saw that OP, they thought, oh, they didn't change anything, because it looked like, because I imagine that what they did was they remade it so that it looked like how you remembered it to look. Because those really like old ones, I can imagine like in your memory, you know how you like HDify so much in your mind, especially when you're a kid and you just like remember something so heavily and you remember it looking like so incredible, and then you like go back and look at it. Like you'll look at an old like animated movie of some sort, you'll remember it just like looking like the most amazing thing you'd ever seen, and then you'll go back and watch it and the lighting's all wrong and it looks very weird and stuff. So it looks like they just like made it or they like remastered it and just updated it to look a bit more like you'd hope for it to look. But I'm curious why they use that OP. Did they use it for one episode? Did they use it for a long time? I don't know. Okay, so next one after We Are is opening 8, Crazy Rainbow. Okay. Whoa, this is a different vibe. Ooh. Oh, very nice intro. Whoa, and the animation on the logo. Great job. Oh, 3D animation here. Oh my gosh, did they get more budget suddenly? I'm very impressed with a lot of that stuff. Ooh. I love the song too. I love the fan service. Oh man, really catchy chorus. I feel like I know this band. Do I? I'll tell you what it reminds me of soon. Oh, I like that guitar as well. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, did he just use his whole body as like a parachute to catch the... That's pretty cool. Damn! Just with his punches? Whoa, this feels like a long OP. Is this longer than normal? Did they put the entire song in here? Oh my gosh. I mean, this is a great OP. I can just imagine it being very annoying watching it every time. Very cool. Ah, the awful logo. I don't mean to shit talk that end logo too much. I just think it, like, for going to a black screen at the end of everything and like this really, you know, outdated logo is just very funny to me. How long was that? So if that was at 13 minutes in the video and then it went to 15:26, so that's a 2.5 minute long OP. I mean, not that I didn't enjoy it, it was great, but 2.5 minutes? You've finished the OP and the show's over by that point. What are they doing? Like, you didn't need 2 choruses and a bridge and 2 verses. And like, you don't need all of that. It was, I mean, it was fun. I liked it. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of JoJo Part 4, I believe. JoJo Part 4's OP. Like, that's who it sounded like to me. I don't know if it's the same band or anything, but it sounded like at least that vibe to me. And the, yeah, I think, in fact, that song had Crazy in the title as well. Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm thinking of it. But I mean, cool, nice, very cool. I guess, like, if you're gonna make an OP for every 50 episodes or whatever, you want to just make it 2.5 minutes, just to be like, look, we're not being lazy by making few OPs. Look, we'll make this OP super long for you. But man, I hope they had like a shortened version in the show or something, and that's just like the full version that they played for like the first episode in the finale. You know, that would be cool. I think is to have this special long version of the opening, but the regular one just has a verse and a chorus. But I doubt they did that. I bet, from what I've heard about One Piece and the fact that there's like a lot of recap in the episodes, and I imagine I think like a decent amount of filler as well. I imagine they also sometimes just put a really long OP, so they had to put less in per week, you know? So I was like, oh, we'll make this once, and then we'll show people 2.5 minute intro every week. Okay, so let's go on to opening 9. In fact, you know what? That was fun though. That was fun enough. I'm gonna put that on my most liked list. That was episode 8. I mean OP8. So let's go on to OP9, which is called Jungle P. Okay. This is alright so far. I like how the logo is a bit more dynamic now. Ooh. Oh, I like this bit of the song. Gets a little sinister. I recognize that character, and that's a pretty iconic design as well. I like it. Ooh. Oh, these are nice. These are nice animations. Very cool. Ooh, that's a beautiful shot. The coloring in that shot is great. Oh my god, are they doing another super long one? I thought that OP was gonna end there and they're doing another verse. Come on, guys. I mean, yeah, this part of the song's great, but this is the second time I'm hearing it. Oh. Oh my gosh. Are they just skipping a lot of stuff? Or is he actually destroying ships just by kicking them and punching them? Because they're exploding. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. Oh, great rap breakdown. You sort of need a rap breakdown in this 12-minute song. Awesome. This is a very good 9th chorus. Okay, how long was that one? Let's see. Jungle P started at 15:26, went to 17:57. That's another 2.5 minute. 2.5 minute OP. Oh my gosh, guys. Come on. You guys, you gotta cut that down. You gotta. Did people, I have a genuine question, because I think, like, visually and musically, and in fact, everything that goes into making an OP, that's a good OP. That is definitely a good OP. In fact, the rap breakdown puts that onto my list. That's OP9 goes onto my list. I'll put a big tick next to it. Did people dislike this? I'm curious if people were really annoyed by the fact that they had to, like, sit through. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people skipped the OPs. Thing is, I am a serial non-OP skipper. I like to keep the OPs playing every episode. EDs, I will skip about 10 to 15% of the time, but I generally also like to let those play out. OPs, I try to skip maybe 2 or 3% of the time. You know, I want to watch as many OPs as I can, and every time an OP comes up, I wanna watch it out to its entirety, regardless if I've seen it 100 times. I just like the vibe that it sets for an episode. It gives me a second to, like, get into the mood of the show. But I mean, I think I would have to skip these. I think I would have to skip the OPs, and that kind of sounds sad for me because I don't want to skip them. But 2.5 minutes, I can't sit through that for 1,000 episodes, you know? So I'm curious, like, was that sort of thing, did people hate that? Or was that like, yeah, OPs, like, One Piece did another 25-minute OP, yeah. So I'm curious about that. Anyway, that was OP9. Let's go on to OP10, which is We Are. Again, did they just remake it again? Let's get into it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, so this is a legit remake. This isn't a remaster or anything. Everything's different. So this more reminds me of, like, Hunter x Hunter changing their OPs constantly, but keeping the departure song, you know? Even though it sounds like they also redid the song. There are so many characters. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you have so many characters? Do they introduce a new one every episode? It's Oda who writes this? Does he lose track of the characters? Like, does he actually, like, forget about most of his characters? Aww. I like that character already, that blue-haired girl. Oh my gosh. Is this an extended OP as well? Ooh. Wow, look at that. There's some nice visuals here, and with some very cool characters. Who dis? Ooh. I think he was he the one that was wearing the straw hat originally? Okay, great. Good ending. I say sarcastically. Was that guy in the red hair the one who was wearing the straw? Like, when I pointed out, like, what? He's wearing a straw hat too? Was that the same guy? I really couldn't tell. But, I mean, if it is, and he's just, like, a reoccurring, like, villain or something, I assume he would be a villain because, first of all, he looked kind of sinister. But he looked so happy in the original one if it is the same guy. But, you know, he also had a scar. Scars are for villains. And I feel like if he was, like, a good guy and sticking around for this long, he would be part of their crew, right? You would think. But I don't know. Taking complete guesses. Nice remake of the song. How long was it? Was that also 2.5 minutes? It didn't feel as long, but maybe that's just me. So that's, oh, that was 2.5 minutes. Great. Okay, so I think that's gonna be the standard now. I should just come to expect it. Yeah. Looking at the timestamps, yep, 2.5 minutes is the standard now. Okay, One Piece has super long intros. Noted. Also, something to note, I'm probably going to just do 12 in this video because already looking at the amount of time this is going to take, I don't know if it's possible for me to fit all this into one video. I mean, it's possible. It'll just take a much longer time and probably be a worse quality video. So I'm going to split it into 2 videos. I'm going to do openings 1 to 12. So that means we'll do 2 more in this video. Yeah, that was enjoyable. I do like that they keep coming back to We Are. I think it would be cool if the times that they come back to We Are is like in the really like important arcs, you know, like the massive game-changing ones. I don't know if One Piece has massive game-changing arcs, but if they did, that would be the time to bring back the original OP. So let's go on to opening 11 called Share the World. Okay, getting a lullaby. Whoa! Oh! That was unexpected. Whoa! Oh! Oh yeah. This is awesome! What is this one? 11? I'm in. It's on the list. Oh yeah, this is great. Wow. I mean, this just stands out right away, visually and musically. I don't even care if this one's 2.5 minutes. I want to enjoy it. I mean, yeah, again, this is another type of... Whoa, look at that guy. This is another type of OP that would get me to watch a show, you know? There are so many characters. Oh my god. I recognize her. Nico Robin? That name's jumping in my head. Is that the name of the character? Oh, that guy's an egg. That guy's literally an egg in a cake. Oh, nice fight animation here. Great, except for the end card. Great. Wow, what was that one called again? Change the World or something? No, it wasn't Change the World. It was Share the World. Whoa, yeah. That one, I mean, big tick for that one. I'll give that one 2 ticks on my notepad. That one was great. I loved that style. That felt like a, what band did that feel like? My head is saying Linkin Park, but I don't know if that's necessarily the vibe I'm thinking of. But in that era of music is the, and I mean, maybe this fell right into that era of music. This was OP11, so 11 years into the show. That would probably be like, you know, I can't remember exactly when the show started. I'm just guessing in my head it's like 98 or something. And if it was like 98, then 11 years into the show, assuming that the things are years, the OP are years, then that would be 2000 and... Why is my math not working right? 2009. Yeah, I guess that would line up, kind of. Anyway, regardless, great, really good one. That one was probably my favorite one so far. That one and OP3, I think it was, musically, great. This one was also amazing visually, so this one wins. This one's great. Man, I hope we get more like that. Okay, let's move on to the final one for this video, which is going to be OP12, Kaze o Sagashite. I think I pronounced that wrong, but that's fine. All I know is Kaze means wind, if that's what they're using, but I don't know what Sagashite means. So let's go on to that. Here we go. Okay. Whoa, we going back to a 90s vibe? Doesn't this feel distinctly 90s to you? Or like a shoujo manga or anime? Yeah, it feels very shoujo-esque to me. Suddenly. Not that I don't like it, I do like it. It's cute. That's a big dog. That's a big dog that is designed like a small dog. What is going on in this OP? Is this a dream? What? What is it? What are you looking at? There are so many characters to react to whatever it is. A tree? No. Oh, they're on top of a turtle. Okay. So they're having a picnic on a turtle. Oh my gosh, that's either a big bird or a small guy. Nice. Oh, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, that was a short one, but nope. They're doing a second verse. Oh, man, this looks like a villain, for sure. It feels like they're trying to put 2 arcs worth of OP into one OP. Does that make sense? Whoa! That guy looks weird. Okay, here's this guy again. Is he a villain or is he being saved? Are they saving him? I actually saw some legit story in there toward the end. They're at least making this end card move now, which is an improvement a little bit. Yeah, that one gave me the most distinct, like, I feel like this is a prison break arc, and that guy is in prison and they're trying to get him out. That's what it feels like to me from the OP. But I don't know, because he could also be a villain that they're fighting up against, but he seemed like he was being escorted down there, so yeah, he's probably some sort of guy that they're trying to break out. But he kind of, I don't know, he kind of looks sinister to me. Decent little song, you know, not too bad. It was distinctly classic anime type sound, and as I said, like shoujo type sound. So it was alright, not going on my favorites list, but enjoyable. I liked it. Regardless, I can already feel myself losing my voice, so I should wrap up this video here. That was OPs 1 to 12 of One Piece. I'm sorry that I shifted halfway through the video, but after realizing how big an undertaking is, I was like, oh, it's an hour-long OPs, so it's going to take me an hour. That's stupid. I know I talk between OPs, so of course it's going to take at least double the time. So, anyway, if you want to see 13 to 24, make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. That shows support for the videos so that I know it's worth my time to go through and do the rest of the OPs. I'm definitely curious to see what the more modern ones are like. But it was starting to get really good. I mean, OP11 was awesome. So I think it's starting to get really good towards the end there. I'm curious to see what comes next in these things. But regardless, thank you for joining me for this video. Please make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.